welcome to Girevik UK. Today I'm going to show you how to make a Bulgarian bag. Now the real McCoy costs 150 £200, so I think we can make one for around £10–12. So obviously that's a real good saving. Now they're an invention of a Bulgarian wrestler, Ivan Ivanov, champion wrestler. Now teaches the USA Olympic team. So these bags are a real good thing to have in the gym, just to generally sort of have them on board. Anyway, I'll talk you through how we can make one, and so you can make one yourself. Right, to make your Girevik Gurner you need a car inner tube tyre, gaffer tape, Stanley knife, scissors as well, some tie wraps, cable ties, and obviously some sand. Now I think I've got plenty here. I'm just going to cut open one of my old sandbags. There's 45 kilos in there, so we should have plenty to... Right, first thing we're going to do is cut out like a V shape, obviously round the valve, get rid of that. So, say there, and there, like that. We'll get through double thickness. So it's not going to take you long to make one of these. Now, chuck that aside. First thing we do is, what we've got now is we've got to seal up one end. So you take this end now. What I found with these is, the easiest thing is to start from the inside and roll it. Start from the outside to get a funny angle. It's nice and soft that actually, but never mind. So we start from the inside and roll it, and then you'd seal that up. Okay? Remember, we roll it from the inside like that. Remember, you're going to make enough room to make a handle. Making a handle. So we want to try and wrap that off at around there. Okay. Try and wrap that off nice and tight. Enough there for a handle, look. Okay. That's the sort of thing you're after. Then we just snip that off like that. Next thing we do, we want to tape this up with some gaffer tape, duct tape, whatever you want to call it, to make yourself a nice handle. So obviously we want this nice and tight, make it as comfortable as possible for the hand, because it's going to be killing your muscles when you're using it, that's for sure. So a nice bit of comfort in the hand doesn't go amiss. So let's soak that hand up. Okay. So you can always come back to that later, but at least we just want it sealed, because obviously on the other end we're going to start filling it with the sand. Right, so next thing is the sand. I'm going to whip it out of this sandbag here. It's at its day really. It's all taped up, look, loads of gaffer tape where people have been chucking it about, leaking here and there, so I'll have that because there's a good amount of sand in there. But normally you just buy yourself some sand, you get that dried stuff for block paving, That's a good one because you know, it's not damp. You get builder sand or sharp sand that's damp and can sort of come through, even in a rubber inner tube. Start making it a bit mouldy. It's just a pain. So obviously I've got to get this sand out of this bag, so bear with me. Right, so I've cut the bag. There you go. Tipped out some of the sand into a bucket. It's got a bit of a lip there. Now obviously sand into the inner tube now. So we'll see how that goes. Obviously it's easier if you've just got a bag of sand, cut a corner off, tip it in. Right, so got your sand, got your open end of the inner tube, and you start pouring your sand in. This is taking a little longer than I thought. I've got lads turning up soon for a session, and they should be. Normally this is going to take you, you know, 10-15 minutes to make one of these. Alright mate, come on in, come on in mate. Right, so we've filled the inner tube full of sand. We've got ourselves in it around about 25 kilos of sand in there. Make sure you get it down to this bottom end where we tie up the handle. Give it a quick weigh, check how much it is. There we go, look, 25 kilos, that's 4 stone, 50 odd pounds, which is a nice weight to be chucking about. Right, so you just tie up the other end, another tie wrap, tight as you can, and then we're going to take this other bit of rubber up with some gaffer tape. Cheers mate. So all in all, it ain't taken long, hasn't taken long. Most of the messing about for me today was with getting that sand out of the other sandbag into a bucket, all that nonsense, where you just go out and buy a bag of sand, you cut the corner off of it and tip the damn thing into the inner tube and then do up this end. So I'd say it's probably going to take you longer to get all the bits together than it is to make it. Probably talking about 10 to 15 minutes and you can have it made. So cut off that cable tie. Probably want to put a bit of tape around them actually as well, just round the ties so they don't cut into anyone. And then you can also put on some other sort of handles. That one's too thin, but I've got some that are bigger, so we'll stick them on a later date. But there you go, there's your Girevik Gurner, your Bulgarian bag, 50 odd pounds, which is a lovely weight to use. In the next video we'll show you some exercises of how to use it.